Guys, I want us to do a very quick update concerning Mohammed Kudus. Ferdinand has a few things to say about him. Now I'm here to share with you. We also going to talk about Antoine of Semenyo, former Manchester United player, when Rooney had some few things to say about him being racially abused in the stadium. And also talk about the coach of Ghana, Otto Addo. Over the weekend, he visited 3 players in France. I'm going to tell you the 3 players, their names, and why he visited them. And also talk about Christopher Babuzu. Today, he made his debut for his club side. Qadsiah provided an assist, received a red card in the same game. So, guys, we are going to talk about all this and many more live here. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with Mohammed Kudus, the star boy. Sketches. Mohammed Kudus is the ambassador, and they posted this on TikTok. And I'm telling you, Kudus is really, really talented. Guys, check this out. One take. Not bad, not bad. So guys, you have seen the video. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Kudus' ball control is crazy. Look at the height that ball came from. He was able to control it perfectly. And I think Kudus, he's a star boy. You all will agree with that. But then let's move away from that and take a look at what Ferdinand had to say about the star boy. He said this: I see Madueke's level as equal to that of Mohammed Kudus, but Kudus has a bigger media aura around him. Do you agree or not? I only agree with half of these statements. The statement that says Kudus has a bigger media aura around him, you and I would agree. But there is no way Madueke is on the same level with Mohammed Kudus. No. Madueke over the weekend made his debut for Arsenal. Kudus also made his debut for Tottenham Hotspur. Kudus provided 2 assists. Madueke, no goal, no assist. How can you say both of them are equal? They are not equal. I beg. Even when Kudus was at West Ham, Kudus was way above Madueke, who played for Chelsea. So no, I'm not going to agree with this statement. But if you agree with it, let me know why you agree with the statement. But I agree with the fact that Kudus has a bigger media aura around him. But then let's move away from that and talk about a statement or a post that is trending on social media concerning Mohammed Kudus. Now, this is coming from his teammate called Spence. And he posted this on his IG page. He says that if you get past me once, I buy you dinner, referring to Mohammed Kudus. And then Kudus replied saying that my feet will do the talking. Guys, between Spence and Mohammed Kudus, who do you think is going to win in a 1v1 duel? Let me know your answers down below in the comments, because I believe in Mohammed Kudus. I believe in his ability to dribble. In the past 2 seasons in the EPL, when it comes to a player that has completed successful dribbles, no one comes close to Kudus. It is Kudus Doku. It goes like that. Even when it comes to Europe's top 5 league, Kudus is there, top 5. So I'm shocked that Spence wants to compete with Mohammed Kudus on a 1v1 challenge. Don't do that. Then you know what to do? Just buy Mohammed Kudus freelance, because he's going to do it. He's going to dribble you. Don't be doing that thing. Don't ginger my boy. He's going to do to you. Don't do it. But guys, this is what is trending concerning Mohammed Kudus on social media. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Antoine of Semenyo. On Friday, an unfortunate incident happened in the stadium when Bournemouth played against Liverpool, and Liverpool won the game by 4-2. Nobody's talking about the win. Everybody's talking about what happened to Antoine of Semenyo in the game when he was going to take that long throw. A fan racially abused him. A fan in a wheelchair. Racially abusing Semenyo. Now, what we heard later was that the fan was apprehended, and later he was released on bail with conditions. Now, the conditions were he was not going to be allowed in any stadium in the UK. But when Rooney, former Manchester United player, says that that is not enough. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what he said on BBC Sports. He says that you have to hit the clubs because that is the only way it will stop, referring to the racism and discrimination to players with the black color. He also added that if there is ignorance, the fans will still do it. You have to hit the clubs by taking off points or hit them in the pocket and take money away from them. Otherwise, it would keep on going. Do you agree with this statement or not? I agree with it 100%. Look, is you start taking points away from clubs and start taking money away from them because their fans are racially abusing the opposing team. Trust me, they are going to educate their fans concerning racism and why they shouldn't do that. Because once these players are racially abused and the clubs are fined or points are taken away from them, the fans will know that whatever they do in the stadium or whatever they say around the stadium would affect the club. So they'll be mindful of what they say and what they do when they come to the stadium. But then I agree 100% with what when Rooney had to say about Antoine Semenyo. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Christopher Babuzu. Today, he made his debut for qadsiah, his club in the Saudi, Pro League. Now, they were playing in the Saudi Super Cup semi-finals, and they played against ahli. Now, they lost that game by 5-1. But in the game, the first goal that was scored by qadsiah, and Christopher Babuzu assisted the goal that was scored. But then, in the same first half, in the 42nd minute, Christopher Babuzu received a red card. This is sad. Like, this is not the way you want to start your career at your club side. This is not how you want your debut to go. But it's just rather unfortunate that this happened. In the same game, he provided an assist to the first goal that was scored in the game. And then by the end of the first half, he received a red card, which is quite sad in my own opinion. But then I just hope that he recovers from this and plays very well for his club side throughout the season. But then Christopher Babuzu today made his debut for his club side qadsiah in the Saudi Super Cup semi-finals. They lost by 5-1 against ahli. Now let's move away from that and talk about Coach Otto Addo. Now, let's not forget, next month, there is 2 games for the Black Stars against Chad and Mali in the World Cup 2026 qualifiers. Otto Addo is still out there scouting players for the national team. Over the weekend, he was in France. He was in France, first of all, to visit Salisu at Monaco. Now, Salisu at Monaco, by the end of last season, he was not getting regular playing time. This season, he's the 3rd choice because Monaco has signed Eric Baah. So now he's the 3rd choice. Now the player is seeking for a move away from the club. Otto Addo went there to see the current situation of the player at Monaco. And the player currently is still struggling for regular playing time. And I've always said this, we are not sending a bench warmer to the World Cup. That is if we qualify. Even in the qualifiers, we don't want any bench warmer. There are other players doing extremely good job out there. We need to go in for them because they want to also play. They are striving and doing so well with their club side so they can get the opportunity to play for Ghana. So first visit was to Salisu at Monaco. The coach wanted to see what is going on with the player, especially what has to do with his future and regular playing time at Monaco. But then let's see. 12 days more to the end of the transfer window, anything could happen when it comes to the future of Mohammed Salisu. Now, he then went to OGC Nice. They played a game over the weekend against Toulouse and lost by 1-0. 2 Ghanaian players play for OGC Nice. They all made their debuts. I'm talking about Kojo Pripra-Opon, who is a defender and played the whole 90 minutes and impressed Otto Addo, and also Abdul Salih Samed, who made his debut as a substitute. Now, these 2 players are in line to earn call-ups to Ghana's team ahead of the World Cup 2026 qualifiers. But for Kojo Pripra-Opon, Otto Addo was impressed. He was so impressed with his performance because if you look at the way that player played as a defender, you will clap. And looking at what is happening with Salisu, we need a like-for-like replacement. And I think Kojo Pripra-Opon is that guy. That match I watch you, then spoil my bets. I what time? You understand? So I understand why the coach would approach the player. Hot cake. Play for OGC Nice. Super player. And I think these 3 players, the reason why Otto Addo went there to talk to them is very simple. Is let them know that there is a World Cup qualifiers to play. If you are playing, I want to know your situation. Are you injured? Are you fit? Can you play? Can you free your time and play for the nation? If yes, I'll call you. If no, I'll not call you. Secondly, players who are not getting regular playing time, the coach is checking up on them. Oh, okay, you're not getting. Try and get regular playing time and I'll put you in my team. Those kind of conversations still went on. So guys, these are the 3 players Otto Addo visited in France. 1 player at Monaco, Mohammed Salisu. 2 players at OGC Nice, Abdul Samed Salis, and also Kojo Pripra-Opon. So guys, these are the 3 players Otto Addo visited when he went to France over the weekend. Very soon he's going to name his squad. You are going to do, a pre-video concerning the players that are likely to be called up. So don't worry. Just make sure to turn on notification and subscribe to the channel. Now let's move away from that and talk about some dandos in the transfer markets. And I want to talk about Derek Atakon. Derek Atakon in the 2023-2024 season signed for Galatasaray. We were all excited. He was one player that we all thought is going to switch nationality from Germany to Ghana. It never happened. Good player by all standard, a left back. Played his first season with Galatasaray. It went quite well, but second season he was sent on loan to Werder Bremen. At Werder Bremen, he played a total of 27 games, scored 2 goals and provided 2 assists as a left back. Now, the current update concerning the player is that he has secured a permanent move to Union Berlin. Back to Germany. Yes, to Union Berlin. So guys, this is the latest update concerning Derek Atakon. I don't know what the GFA is doing concerning this player. Very good left back in my own opinion. He keeps on playing good clubs after good clubs. I think Union Berlin is not a bad club in my own opinion. I think it is an okay club because you have players play in OFK Biograd still making the squad. So if you are playing in Union Berlin and you're bad, sir, you understand my point. Now, next player I want us to talk about is Bernard Mensah, the king of the Emirates. He has played a lot of clubs at that side. Now, this player was playing in the Saudi Pro League with Al Riyadh. Played extremely well. He played 29 games, scored 5 goals, and provided 4 assists, an attacking midfielder. But when his contract ended, he decided not to renew it and left as a free agent. Now, a lot of clubs were interested in the player. Clubs from Turkey, clubs from Asia, clubs Bebre. But this player said no. I think he was looking for certain things to convince him to move to another club. Now, what we hear is that he has completed a move to Al Nassr SC. Not the Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, not Ronaldo's Al Nassr. This Al Nassr Bernard Mensah signed for is in Dubai. Yes, this Al Nassr is in Dubai. So he has signed for Dubai-based Al Nassr SC. And he's a good player. He has already said he has retired from the national team because of some issues he had with the Ghana Football Association. But regardless of that, he's still a Ghanaian player and he's still worth talking about. So guys, these are the 2 players who have completed their transfers, and I'm bringing that update live here. So guys, I'm going to end this here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'm going to bring you more videos, especially concerning Ghana's preparation concerning the World Cup 2026 qualifiers. So guys, I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. Charlie, we go vibe.